the West. Take a look at the Lakers. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And you know, for the Lakers, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
I think they can, Greg. One thing's for sure, they're about to find out that regular season pressure is no match for the playoff pressure.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. And for the Heat, Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. And tonight, two experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things, it's not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. Here's LeBron. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Kicks to Butler. Lets it go from 14. And Davis pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were smart about it. Once the fouls started to add up on the other side, they really spurred up the Heat.
Here's Nunn. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Here's LeBron. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Nunn passes to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And they get it. Miami no good on that time either. Lakers leading by 5. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Robinson. Now LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And not only that, I mean, think about it. He dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Butler against Caldwell Pope. Butler feeling out a bit. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back. James kicks to Green. The pass to McGee. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. No good from LeBron.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That one good for 2.
Some say the mid-range jumper is dying out. Yeah, right. Guys like Butler, they're keeping it alive.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
Offensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And again, the Lakers no good.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers, Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
None, that's good.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Pass to Davis. Second shot opportunity. McGee's shot is off. The Heat trail by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Coming out of the court are your Heat answers. Let them hear you.
Here to see the numbers for Davis. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 5th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Butler with the ball. And in the game with Charlotte, he did not play well.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Here's James. Jones trying to get open. James misses.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Going up against an all-time great like LeBron James, there are no easy answers. Still, he's aware it would be pivotal to slow him down if they're going to win this game. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And Davis can't get it to go.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Butler passes to Nunn. Back to Butler. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part. A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Nunn passes to Butler. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And finished off by Davis.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. 5 to shoot. Robinson for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside, Davis. He kicks to LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
As good as LeBron is at moving the ball, he's not going to pass up the jump shot if it's there for him.
Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Nunn, covered by LeBron. Back to Butler. Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 9-point Laker lead.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Passes it to Butler. 6 to shoot. From deep. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate, he was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, you know, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Well, he's making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Caldwell Pope. None, that's good.
Great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Lakers leading by 9. Pass to James. Stolen away. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Adebayo kicks to Crowder. Over Davis.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Can't drop it in from the right block. James looking it over. Deflects the pass. Here's Butler. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Here's LeBron.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
There's none. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Butler against LeBron. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Butler. Rebound the Lakers.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hey, one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Both free throws good from Green. Here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. There's the lob to the hoop. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard. The real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. The Lakers second.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
James, the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. Dragic against LeBron. Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely. Good D by James.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the pass to Howard. 2 points. That one goes. And the Lakers lead by 13.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. James against Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Green launches it from deep. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Trailing by 13. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Waiters surveying the D. Floats it up for James.
Got to be in all, James, an offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
And here are the Heat. It's a 13-point game. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Here's Olynyk, and he uses the glass on the lane. Olynyk's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's LeBron. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. James has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. And Miami shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. Yeah, he's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Heat trail by 13. Outside Dragic. Hero passes to Iguodala. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Here's Davis. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Houston. Dragic taking his time here. And the shot goes down. Dragic has got his first bucket of the night.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Waiters kicks to Howard. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Passes it to Hero. Pass to Iguodala. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Lakers leading by 13. Waiters outside. Now the pass to Davis. Back to Waiters. 3-pointer. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Waiters got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dragic against LeBron. Count it.
Forget about 3-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Well, the NBA is entertainment. You know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
On the wing, Iguodala, covered by Smith, and it's sent back by Howard. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Heat now. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Pass to Hero. Takes a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith, the pass to Davis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
One shot.
The Heat trail by 18. Here's Hero. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Dragic. Here's Olynyk. Rebounded by the Lakers.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Here's Waiters, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Miami called for the foul. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with the King. Then we go to Mutombo and B. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka helped by Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby. I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Here's James. Smith outside. Pass to Davis. Waiters outside. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one. And Miami the other way now. Iguodala right side over Smith. Iguodala no good.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
James against Dragic. Davis. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Hero. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Olynyk. Outside Dragic. The pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Olynyk dishes to Dragic. He gets that one. Dragic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's LeBron. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
James against Dragic. Great D that time from James.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot. As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court. You know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Both free throws good from James.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Butler. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Pass to Hero. They need this, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Heat have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's good from Hero. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you
for Los Angeles. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami, they've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
And when you look at Miami, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
Well, they've created their own breaks, Greg. I mean, because of how they've played throughout the entire season. But now is when things really start to get tough.
And Butler, here we go. And Davis sends it back.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, these are your second-half scoring leaders. LeBron James, second.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, we know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
J.R. Smith hits them both. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Passes to Hero. Dishes it to Butler. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Morris. And there's the feed to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Jazz, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Here's Caruso. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to LeBron. Jacks up a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Hero to end the cold streak. Morris with the rebound. Here's Caruso. Up and in on the layup. Caruso's got 5 now.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis.
I mean, an obsessive personality type Jimmy Butler. Back in Marquette, he'd stop a fast break drill when he caught a pass with one hand instead of 2 and say, do it over. That perfectionism, it still drives him today.
The first one falls. And Jimmy Butler, a creature of habit, isn't he, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Kevin. He eats the same meals for breakfast and lunch. He watches the same movies over and over, the same thing every day. It's brought him to this point, right? So why stop now?
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson's got the ball. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Trying to get open is Kuzma. Morris with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kicks it to Butler. Down low. Adebayo with the bucket.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Robinson passes to Nunn. Fires for 3. Traps in the tray. Nunn's got 11 points.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
LeBron outside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Robinson passes to Adebayo. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Butler from outside. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers on top, running away with it. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Adebayo throws it down.
Butler reading the defense and uses that pick and roll effectively. Good ball handling option.
Caldwell Pope outside. And there's the pass to Davis. And here is Green. Here's LeBron. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. And Robinson wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Green against Robinson. Kicks it out to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. From past the arc. And there's Green on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Nunn passes to Jones. Robinson against Green. Outside Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's James. They get the rebound. Davis. A beautiful reverse layup. Davis has got 15 points.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Well, their pass it to Nunn. Teardrop shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
For Los Angeles, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Both shots good from the stripe. Heat have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Robinson against Green. Out left to the wing. Here's Nunn. 11 points in the game. And that one hits back iron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler. The Lakers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Miami shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Nunn passes to Robinson. Here's Nunn. James covering. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 13.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Green up on top, guarded by Robinson. And they double up James. Here's Green. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Nunn passes to Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Now, given McGee's explosiveness around the rim, I don't think that anyone should be surprised to see him throw it down like that.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And stolen by James. Here's Caldwell Pope, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Oh, the blinding speed of Caldwell Pope is virtually impossible to match up with in transition. He just gets down the floor so incredibly quick.
Fires top of the key. Butler, no good. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-4 run. And one of the hardest working players you'll find, Jimmy Butler. At the same time, you know what, Chris? He's not afraid to challenge his teammates.
Yeah, within his team, he's a culture setter, Kevin. I mean, I think he's learning that balance of being vocal, but also knowing just how far he can push his teammates.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
LeBron against Butler. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's how you play point forward. LeBron is one of the best ever at it.
Nunn passes to Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. The offensive rebound. Jones trying to get open. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Green deciding where to go with it. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Knocks it loose. Nunn passes to Butler. He kicks to Robinson. From deep three-point range. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
You know what a kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
The Heat shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Davis with it. McGee trying to break free. Goes back up. And Davis gets it to go. Here's Nunn. 13 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Back to Robinson. Here's Nunn. James covering. 6 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. And he hits the jump shot. Nunn's got 4 points in the quarter. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes it to Davis. Back to LeBron. No good there.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. Now, that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that decision.
Outside, Green. Pass to McGee. Lakers passing it around. Now here's James. Not a lot of room. Here's Nunn. Sweet little floater. Nunn's got 17 now.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And they double up LeBron. Outside for Caldwell Pope. James trying to free himself up. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by LeBron.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Butler passes to Jones. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Another shot. And James with the nice bucket inside. James has got 24.
I mean, that's just a powerful build of James. Obviously helps him on the glass. Creating that second chance opportunity, incredible.
Here's Butler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws. Now here's LeBron. He's got 24. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for James.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Dragic the pass to Butler. Back to Dragic. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from James. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, it's nice seeing Smith share the wealth, showing great focus passing the ball to his teammates.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Always going up for the alley-oop here. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Goran Dragic.
We all know Smith is not shy about letting it fly. We're going straight into the D and picking up the foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw drop for Smith. He's perfect from the line this time. The Heat shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Raiders against Iguodala. Outside Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
He's so focused. Butler does not let the defender get into his head. That's a sign of an elite scorer.
Kuzma outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 23 points.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Adebayo's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
To the inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
Outside Butler. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Smith. He can't get it to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Butler with the ball. Now Smith defending. Butler against Smith. Butler passes to Adebayo. Kuzma pulls it in. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And the dunk by James.
You got to stay on James in transition. If you give him room to run, he jumps all over you.
Miami's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. J.R. Smith picks one up. For Miami, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler.
The 30th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. It's been great to see Butler blossom into a perennial all-star.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Butler nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Raiders against Iguodala. A floater. Tries again. Here's Davis. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Iguodala outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Markieff Morris is out there with Howard. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Caruso in at the 1 spot. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game, and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Outside Dragic. Kicks it to Olynyk. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Wow, you can't leave him open. Olynyk will knock it down every time.
Smith outside. There's the pass to Howard. Over Olynyk. That's good from Howard on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Iguodala. Excellent D there from Waiters. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Howard. Over Iguodala. And again, Dwight Howard. Howard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now Dragic. He kicks it to Olynyk. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one.
One of those guys who combines the body of a big man in the game of a guard. Olynyk can get it done on the perimeter.
Passes it to Howard. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit you want to see guys walking. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
And Iguodala no good on that one.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Smith kicks to Caruso. Smith against Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. Smith inside. It's deflected. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And Crowder jams it in.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
The Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Howard finds Waiters. Back to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Iguodala dishes to Crowder. Outside Dragic. Lays it up off the glass.
I like that big play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Waiters up top. He's covered by Iguodala. Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
It tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Iguodala, the pass to Dragic. And Olynyk kicks to Iguodala. As there is that transition from being a player to retirement. Can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Caldwell Pope comes in for J.R. Smith. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Dion Waiters. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's McGee. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
The free throw off from McGee. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee. Just shooting threes from deep. To say we got to go to Embiid Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Here's Nunn. High arcing shot, Leonard. The rebound by Cook.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Hill passes to Nunn, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Caldwell Pope.
2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. The Lakers making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. And he sinks the second. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. But they recover it. Pass to Caruso. Here is Cook. 6 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Personal foul at the line for the Lakers. Quinn Cook taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. The Heat have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Kicks it out to Leonard. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Caruso looking for an opening. Here is Cook. Beyond the arc. And that one is off. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That is his first foul of the game. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jay Crowder.
Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Dion Waiters checked in for Alex Caruso.
Dion Waiters.
Here is Cook. Dudley with it. Back to Waiters. Count that bucket. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Bounce pass from Olynyk. Inside, here's Hero. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Waiters. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. That's checked in for Los Angeles.
J.R. Smith.
Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Kelly Olynyk grew up in Toronto. In 7th grade, his family moved to Kamloops, British Columbia. He and Steve Nash, the two notable players to come out that region.
Shot from the inbound, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Hill. Leonard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Waiters outside. Here's McGee. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's Hero. He's Olynyk from the arc. The rebound by Cook. Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. That one goes in.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Nunn. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Waiters outside. Here is Cook. Over Hill. And it's Cook missing.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Well, it's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Hero. They get it back. Leonard. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Second personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, JaVale McGee. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler. an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
And the second free throw, good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Iguodala. To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, the rugged physicality Iguodala brings to the game is special. What a performer this guy is.
Iguodala against Waiters. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys came in and stepped up and played tremendously. So I just go out there and play with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. Some tough defense in this arena tonight, Smitty. These teams are so good at getting stops.
Yeah, when you have teams that defend this well, you can't beat them off the dribble. The ball and body movement is going to be key tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green.
Oh, yes. And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Here's none. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Lakers ball.
Here's Green. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Caldwell Pope outside. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
This is what you want from AD, to use his size and skill to cash in on second chance opportunities.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
I love the continued development for Anthony Davis. The three-pointer, his ball handling. Last season, a career high in assists.
Now, here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
Butler against Caldwell Pope. McGee with the block. But they'll get another chance. 2 on the clock. Offensive rebound Heat. None passes to Adebayo. Here's Butler. And at last they get one to fall.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Now here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Kicks to Davis. Lets it go with a 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And you were just talking about Davis's ball handling ability. It used to always be one dribble and up.
Yeah, because he has so much length, and that's all he needed to score over the top. Now you see him handling it like a guard and going around people, and also able to change speed and read the defense better.
Miami with the ball, following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Here's Jones, and Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all three levels. Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Lakers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. He's off on the second. For Miami, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Outside Butler. McGee with the block. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He lobs it up, and Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. They get it again, and Davis throws it down.
AD could have laid that one up, but that's not the statement he just made.
And now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Frank Vogel. David.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys started to get nights off.
Here to see the numbers for Davis. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 5th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. LeBron against Dragic. James, the pass to McGee. Over Adebayo. Here's Caldwell Pope. McGee inside. He's guarded by Adebayo.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Heat trail by 11. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Dragic with it. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a wide open look for James. Kept alive. Davis. Goes up again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Davis has got 12 points in the game. Outside Robinson. Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down. He like to have that one back. That's easy money.
The Heat have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Robinson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Dragic against Green. Over Dragic. He hits it from 9.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Trailing by 13. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that.
A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
There's the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Dragic gets the bucket.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Green passes to McGee. Pass to LeBron. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler feeling out of it. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
James dishes to McGee. Six to shoot. Outside, Davis over Jones. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by McGee. Davis has got 14.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Pass to Robinson. Outside Butler from the arc. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
The Heat trail by 16. And here is Robinson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Adebayo against McGee. Adebayo kicks to Butler. The 3. No good that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Got a piece of it. Caldwell Pope pass to Davis. Outside, Green. They grab their own miss. And it's McGee with the jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the Heat call time here. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
We toast, West Coast, we brag, we boast, then travel across the globe, turn that loud as it goes, been counting pounds and euros, I can't be playing with these, they bad, I know. Go ahead, get you some, yeah, man, just watch when I get me some, go ahead, get you some, yeah, get you some, just can't wait till I get me some, go ahead, get you some, yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Can't match my tribe.
Crowder is checked in for Jones. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kuzma's checked in. Adebayo kicks to Crowder. Will it go? Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Butler against Kuzma. And the pass to James. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Dragic against James. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the middle. Here's Davis. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Now here's Dragic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Outside Butler. There's the 3. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Robinson against Green. Over Robinson. That one rolling around and rims out. Miami's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Trying to get open is Crowder. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
LeBron outside. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, James has got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Robinson against Green. Now here's Butler. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
I like the way he came off that pick. Been able to stay on balance, rise up, and knock down the shot.
Green taking his time here. Crowder with it. He's picked up by LeBron. It's Robinson high post. He's against Kuzma. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop.
A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
The Heat shooting just 26% early. Dragic dishes to Butler. McGee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Dwight Howard's checked in for Los Angeles.
Dwight Howard.
.104 left in the first. Right side, Butler, just 4 to shoot. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Miami no good on that time either.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
James kicks to Green. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. The jump hook. Robinson pulls it in. Miami's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Outside, Dragic. From deep. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Jay Crowder out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Well, listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Here's Hero. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Hero passes to Iguodala. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
LeBron with it. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's Kuzma. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
Kicks it to Olynyk. They get a hand on it. Iguodala outside. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Kuzma pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's Davis with the jam.
You get this a lot from AD. Attack, attack, and he's scoring in bunches.
Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hero passes to Crowder. Pass to Hero. The Heat need to get a shot off. Floats it up for Davis, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Lakers ball.
And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Jazz, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Now here's LeBron. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 8 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Here's Nunn. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And a wide open look for Iguodala. The Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
That's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Jumps up. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Lock up D from Iggy, keeping his hands active there.
The Lakers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Crowder against Davis. Here's LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 10 points for LeBron.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now here's James. 10 points for him. Kuzma left side. Here's Davis. Good on the triple. Davis has got 21.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Nunn, covered by LeBron. Nunn passes to Hero. Clock at 6. Pass to Nunn over Davis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. James with it, now guarded by Crowder. A shot by LeBron, no good. Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Hero. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and it's how can you not guard him without being physical in return? Steph Curry, because he gets the opening shoot shots. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
That one is off. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
He hits the second from the line. Now LeBron. He's got 10. Dishes it to Howard. Left side, Davis. Over Leonard. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And when I look at the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
It really has been amazing. Everyone just kept waiting for them to fade, and it never happened.
Here's Nunn, covered by LeBron. 5 on the clock. Nunn passes to Leonard. Here's Hero. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Feeds it to Iguodala. Good work defensively by Smith.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
2 shots.
That's good from Hero. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
James dishes to Howard. He kicks it to Davis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Smith. From deep. They could use a bucket, and it's laid in by Davis.
Timeout.
Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
The Heat making a switch here. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better at scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Lakers.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
Here's Nunn. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Outside Butler from downtown drills the three-pointer. Butler's got 7.
Jimmy Butler, not a pure long-range shooter, but good enough to keep defenses honest.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
And the Lakers have possession. Smith finds Waiters. Now here's Davis. Shot clock at 6. And too long on the shot. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Now here's James. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Outside, Davis. Puts it up from 7. That's good from Howard on the assist by Davis. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Here's Nunn. Hero passes to Butler. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Miami with another.
The J from Jimmy Butler is becoming money, burying those shots.
LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Waiters. And yes, it's good. Waiters got his second bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Butler. He's got 9. To the paint, Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. J.R. Smith picks one up. When you look at the luxury tax structure, Smitty, it's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's the choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to open up your checkbook.
That free throw good from Leonard. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And the Lakers also making a switch. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Waiters. Leonard hits them both. And here is James. He's got 10. Passes it to Davis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
It's not just the size of AD. It's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Robinson's checked in for Hero. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Miami's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Outside Robinson. That 3 off the mark.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Caruso, no good. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Outside Butler. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Smith.
He's doing what he can to...
Oh, wow!
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
Dragic against James. Dragic kicks to Robinson. He dishes it to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Heat. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Howard with the stump.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
The Heat shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Lets it go from 14. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got his second basket.
This is what you do when your opponents try to take away the three and the painted area.
Caruso, the pass to LeBron. There's a minute left to play here in the half. AT that time from Leonard.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Now, here is Robinson. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Howard. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Left side, Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. Now the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Howard.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what did you guys do to get the lead?
We're just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, you know, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot and get out and run.
We'll see if we can keep that going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 block. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now, much better ball handler, and better at finding the open man. The complete package.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, there's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the center. Now here's Green. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Green, the pass to McGee. And the layup's good off the glass. McGee's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Los Angeles. And the Heat shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Here's Nunn. At the teardrop, he lays it in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
McGee with it. James outside. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Yeah, off contact, I'll take LeBron pretty much every time. Can't beat that kind of strength and body control.
Here's Nunn. Butler on the wing. Pass to Nunn. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. LeBron drives in, and he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
And you know what, Smitty? One of the best shot blockers among wings, Danny Green.
You know, he's a chase-down artist in transition. He does not give up on plays at all. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Green. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Butler. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Here's Nunn. Down low. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And James throws it down.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
Robinson against Green. Robinson kicks to Butler. Pass to Nunn. Poked loose. Green with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Miami, advantage in 1 series.
And right now for Miami, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Yet here they are, and at this point, you've got to think they're set up to make a serious run in the postseason.
Shots good from Butler.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's James. 18 points for him. Here's McGee, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. McGee's got 4 this quarter. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Butler passes to Nunn. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Butler against LeBron. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. James with some nice D. Passes to McGee. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. James looking it over. There's Green with the three. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And the shot goes in.
That's the way Jimmy Butler takes it to the hole. Quickness, but with a lot of strength.
Here's LeBron, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, LeBron.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Robinson. And then for the Lakers, Morris comes in for Davis. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So he gets them both. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Nunn. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for James. First in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so Olynyk nails both of them. And so Green will bring it up for the Lakers. He kicks it to LeBron. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Back to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Over Morris. And again, it's the Heat missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now here's LeBron. He's guarded closely. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
With that size and that speed, it's hard not to foul LeBron. That's the only way to slow him down.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Heat making a change here. Heroes checked in. Dion Waiters checked in for Los Angeles. And so he hits both.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Here's none. The pass to Hero. There's the dish to Iguodala. Pass to Olynyk. Launches a three. Miami no good on that time either. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Chalk up two there. 24 points for LeBron.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's Nunn. James covering. Nunn passes to Iguodala. Here's Hero. Iguodala outside. Drills it from outside. Iguodala's got 5 now.
Andre getting the offensive juices flowing. Just a confident player who likes taking those type of shots.
Waiters against Iguodala. Pass to LeBron. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Smith is checked in.
J.R. Smith.
And the Lakers have possession. Shots good by Waiters.
We know Dion Waiters has the type of body that can absorb contact, and it doesn't affect the shot.
Here's Hero, guarded by Kuzma. Iguodala against James. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. The tray. Knocked loose, but they recover it. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Waiters surveying the D. Smith outside. Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. Kuzma kicks to James. The 15-footer. No good on the shot. And it's Miami the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Here's Nunn. James covering. Nunn can't get it to fall.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else. There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Passes it to Hero. Olynyk inside. He's against Kuzma. Waiters up top. He's got 6. Back to LeBron. Now here's Waiters. J.R. Smith on the wing. Morris trying to free himself up. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Waiters. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is where J.R. can put it on you. Excellent in the catch and shoot.
Here's Nunn. Dishes to Olynyk. On the wing, Iguodala, covered by LeBron. Back to Olynyk. Over Smith. Olynyk can't hit.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
It's LeBron with the drive.
We all know LeBron is a big-time athlete, but right there, uses pace and timing to get to where he wants.
Here's Hero. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. The shot, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
That one falls.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's none. Covered by LeBron. Looking to end his cold spell.
Los Angeles foul. 14 points. That's his first personal foul. None.
The Heat have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Andre Iguodala. The Lakers also changing it up. Howard's checked in for Markieff Morris. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Dragic. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. The pass to Adebayo. Here's none. He's guarded by Howard. Dragic, the pass to Nunn. To the middle. Waiters grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Nunn. He's got 6. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. No good from Dragic. And Los Angeles guys shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. The Heat shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Hero passes to Dragic. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jones, Hero out there with Dragic, then there's Myers-Leonard, and it's Silva in at the 3. McGee, it's hauled in by the Heat. For players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Hero. To the wing right side. Shoots from the elbow, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 6 points for Goran Dragic.
That was good defense, but better offense by Goran Dragic, shooting with a hand in his face.
Smith kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the inside, and Howard with the stuff.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Hero, covered by Smith. McGee with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Smith's running, and he banks in the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Jones. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games in 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Here's Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Howard in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Howard misses. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Hero, covered by Smith. Here's Caruso. Smith left side. Nice shot from the wing. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrible shot selection, but you got to appreciate his confidence.
Pass to Hero. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They need this one. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. Caruso looking for an opening. Passes it to Smith. Puts up a 3. And it's Dragic with the rebound. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
At the line for the Lakers, Alex Caruso. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And some changes here for the Heat. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. The Lakers also changing it up. Morris is checked in for Howard. And Quinn Cook subbed in for J.R. Smith. Good on both. And here's Dragic. Drops in the layup for 2. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And we see this a lot with Goran, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
Here's Cook. It's tipped. Now here's Dragic. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Here's Leonard. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. No good from Dragic. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And that one drops. And it's 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now here is Robinson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And there's the pass to Caruso. Hits it from three-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Robinson passes to Dragic. Shoots from the elbow. And that one, good.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
Cook, the pass to Morris. Basket counts. Morris has got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Left side, Leonard. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. Do you think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 19-6 run. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Caldwell-Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Robinson finds Crowder. And here's Dragic. Over Cook. And the shot is long. LA has gone 1-3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Caruso. That one, no good. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Kicks to Robinson. Back to Dragic. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the right eye.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Robinson. Leonard with the steal. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jared Dudley's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Smith's subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And he's good on the second. And the Lakers have possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Cook dishes to Dudley. Pass to McGee. Back to Dudley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Inside, here's Olynyk, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. That's 7 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Hill against Smith. Back to Cook. 6 to shoot. Here's Caruso. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, so many of the leagues unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside.
None passes to Iguodala. And the 3 off target. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Passes it to Morris. He feeds it to Dudley. It's blocked. Down low. Here's Hill. Lays it up and banks it in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it. It showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for JaVale McGee.
Take a break.
No,
Take
there's a few ways to control a game,
shots.
right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Technology, a lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Caldwell-Pope outside. Dudley with it. Morris inside. He's against Olynyk. Morris, no good.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Iguodala kicks to Hill. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame They could have used this run much earlier.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Heat pick up 2. And it's Cook missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now here's Olynyk. Here's Hill. And no good that time. Excellent defense there from Smith. Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, we know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. Now, how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helps the team a lot. My job really is come in, bring defense, and a lot of energy.
Well, mission accomplished for you tonight, Danny. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.
This is